In this problem, we'll be adding decimals. So you gotta add like normal. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 6 plus 9 is 15. Carry the 1. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 1 is 8. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. Drop your decimal place. Keep the common sign, which is negative. And your answer will be 18.52. In this problem, we will be subtracting decimals. So the problem I have is 15.39 minus 2.6. I use zeros as placeholders, and then you subtract like normal. So 9 minus 0 is 9. Got to make the 3 13. Take 1 away from the 5. That makes it 4. So 13 minus 6 is 7. Drop your decimal place. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So your answer will be 12.79. In this problem, you will be multiplying decimals. So first you need to see how many decimal places there are. So in 4.02, there's 2 decimal places. And in 0.7, there's 1. So you add that together, and that equals 3. And so then you multiply like normal. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. And 7 times 4 is 28. And then you move the 3 decimal places. So it's going to be right there. So your answer will be 2.814. Today we are going to be dividing decimals. So first thing, you got to move your decimal place over. Do the same thing with this one. So then your new problem will be 2 divided by 10.6. So now you're going to, 2 goes into 10 5 times, and that equals 10 even. And then you drop your 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times, and so your answer will be 5.3. So today we will be solving equations containing decimals. So the first thing you want to do is get W by itself. So for that you want to add 5.8, and then do the same thing on this side. Add 5.8, and so that 5.8 plus 5.8 cancels out, and so that gets W by itself. And so then what you want to do now is 1.2 plus 5.8, which is right here. You would do 2 plus 8 is 10, and then 7 plus 1, or 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add your decimal place, and W equals 7. So the first thing you want to do is get K by itself. So for that, you want to subtract 3.91. And so you got to do the same thing on this side. 3.91. And so positive 3.91 minus negative 3.91 cancel each other out. So that gets you K by itself. So then you want to do 28.00 minus 3.91. So you can't do 0 minus 1, so that equals 10. That's 9. And that's 7. So 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Drop your decimal place. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then 2 minus 0 is 2. So in this problem, K equals 24 4.09. So in this problem we will be doing equations containing decimals, and so the first thing we'll need to do is divide 1.2 by 1.2. Same thing on this side. What we're trying to do is to get y by itself, so that cancels each other out. So then we'll need to do 1.2 divided by 1.44. So we'll need to move your decimal place to get this a whole number. Same thing on this side. So our new problem really is 12 divided by 14.4. So, and then first thing you do is bring your decimal place up. 12 goes into 14 once. With 12, that equals 2. You drop that number down. And 4 and 12 goes into 24 2 times evenly with 24, and that is 0. So in this problem, y equals 1.2. The first thing I'll need to do in this problem is get n alone. So you're going to multiply 8.2 and do the same thing on the other side. And so this cancels each other out. So that leaves n alone. And so you gotta multiply now. So 0.6 times 8.2. You'll have two decimal places, so one on the first side and then another on the other side, and so that equals 2. So now we can multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. 0 times 2 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 8 times 6 is 48. And 8 times 0 is 0 plus 4. So now you add it up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. And then 4 plus 0 is 4. And then you move it over 2 decimal places. And so in this problem, n equals 4.92. So today we will be adding fractions. So the problem we have is 6/15 plus 3/15. And so since they're common denominators, you can add them like normal. So you stick with the common denominator, which is 15. And then 6 plus 3 is 9 over 15. And that can be simplified. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, and then 5 divided by 3 is 5, and so 3/5 is the final answer you'll get. So when you're subtracting fractions, the first thing you'll need to do is find the LCD of 24 and 2. So we know that 2 goes into 24. So then we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. So our LCD is 24. So now we're going to need to do the same thing from the numerator and the denominator. So 21 over 24 stays the same. 21 over 24. And so since 2 goes into 24 12 times, you're going to need to do the same thing to the numerator. So that your new problem would be 21 over 24 minus 12 over 24. So now that our denominators are the same, we keep that. So our denominator is 24. And 21 minus 12 is 9. So our answer is 9/24, but that could be simplified. It could be simplified divided by 3 on each side. And so that would equal 3/8. And 3/8 is our answer. So today you will be multiplying fractions. So you'll write it out. So -2 times 1. Then there's 3 times 4. And so the 2 goes into 4 twice. So is -1 over 6. And so that's the answer to the problem. Today you will be dividing fractions. So the problem we have is 3 over 4 divided by 6 over 7. So you're going to flip your reciprocal. So it's supposed to be multiplication. So then that would equal 3 times 7 over 4 times 6. And so 3 and 6 can cancel each other out. That will equal 1 and 2. And so 7 and over 8. And so that's the answer. So what you'll need to do is you're going to subtract 6 and then subtract 1/6 from this, and that cancels out, and so it will leave you with m. And so 5/6 minus 1/6 equals 4/6, which you could simplify to 2/3. So your answer will be 2/3. So the first thing you'll need to do is write the reciprocal, which is 5 over 1. And so all reciprocals times the other reciprocal is 1. So you could cancel that out. But on here you gotta do 5 over 1. And then so that leaves x. And so 4 is equal to 4 over 1 times 5 over 1. And so that would equal 20 over 1, which is equal to 20. So x in this problem equals 20. So in this problem, the first thing you'll need to do is write the reciprocal, which is 1/6. And so the reciprocal times the number, the other reciprocal, cancels it out to equal 1. And so you'll need to do 1 over 6 over here. And so that leaves you with y. And so 1/2 times 1/6 is equal to 1/12. So y in this problem equals 1/12.